Hello everyone and welcome back to Projection Room. I'm Gaz.
I'm Jack.
And today we are projecting our childhood movies. Movies that we grew up, movies that we loved and would watch over and over again and had a major impact on us, on our childhood and kind of molded us in our journey, in our love of film. We're also going to be talking about some of our favourite actors growing up, ones that we considered probably gods while we were growing up. Every time we knew they had a new movie coming out, we would be desperate to go and see it. So we're going to probably mention maybe 2 or 3 of that. And then we're going to blind rank some of our movies that we watched through our childhood. We both have compiled a list of 10 films and we will rank 1 to 10. We don't know what we've put on our list, so it's going to be interesting to see what we picked. And finally, for a bit of a surprise for Jack, I've done a little segment which I'm going to keep under wraps for now, and I will reveal a bit more later on in the episode. So, are we ready to roll the reel this week?
Oh, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Firstly, we're going to go a bit of an icebreaker. So, I've got some questions for Jack that I'm going to dish out to him. I've thought of 3 earlier on today. I think it's just to loosen up a little bit. We've never really done that before, so I'm just going to chuck them at you, and then we'll jump straight into the rest of the episode. Sound good?
Yep.
So your first icebreaker question, I'll probably come with a different name from icebreakers. Icebreaker it sucks, really. So, who would win in a fight? John Wick, Jason Bourne, or Rambo? Who would win in that fight?
I'd say, oh God, it's a toss-up between John Wick and Rambo.
You won't put Jason Bourne have a chance, or not?
No, not really. I haven't watched any of the Jason Bournes in ages, but the Rambo and John Wick are recent in my memory. I'd say John Wick, to be fair.
Yeah. See, I was going to sound biased because obviously I love my boy John Wick, so I mean, it's difficult because I think Rambo, he needs the elements, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think Jason Bourne with that technology is pretty much screwed, but John Wick, he adapts and overcomes. So yeah,
so John Wick.
So next one, F, marry, kill. Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt. So how would you put that?
I'd say I'd marry Chris Evans because God, he's got muscles for days, isn't he? Jesus. I'd say F, Chris Hemsworth, probably kill Chris Pratt.
Harsh.
But I do like Chris Pratt. Well, it's always going to be harsh, isn't it? Give me 3 options for Christ's sake.
You know what? I think one of the reasons I would love to marry Chris Desmond. Who's Chris Desmond? Chris Evans is if you were in bed, you'd have him on your left every morning. You'd wake up with on your left. I think that's just one of life's great gifts. But believe it, I think I personally would kill Chris Hemsworth and I would F Chris Pratt. That'd be my only change. I think Chris Pratt's got a fantastic body. You know, you're a good-looking man when you see one, and especially in the first Guardians, that man got ripped because he was a big boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, was he in that Parks and Recreation or something?
He was, yeah. I mean, I've never seen that, so you know, I've seen the images of him, and he was, like I say, big boy, so he's done really well. So this is a bit nothing movie related. I just thought, we'll, you know, change it up a little bit. Let's get people to know a little about us a bit more. So, if you were a wrestler, what would your intro music be?
Say, Happy Song, Bring Me the Horizon.
Happy Song, okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one? And if you sing, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. See, throw myself in there. See, I remember. See, I love Kill Switch Engage, and I love This Fire, but I believe that was that CM Punk's?
Yeah.
Someone had that song.
Yeah. I can't sing it for copyright reasons. Not that it would matter anyway, but that one was like burning inside you and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he does an amazing scream halfway through the song.
Yeah. I think that was CM Punk's.
You know, for me, I think I have to cut the music down a little bit to get to the best bit. But I'd probably have to go with the recent track, the latest Machine Head album. I'd have Unbound. I think that's an absolute banger.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, right, postcast's over. You haven't listened to Really? You haven't heard Machine Head's new album yet?
No, but I am looking for new music because every time I make a playlist, like every month, I'm always finding like new bits of music to put on. But then I always revert to like, you know, like Linkin Park type of theory and stuff like that. I think the most recent stuff I heard is The Day to Remember's new one, which is alright. Some of them are good. President and Ghost.
Okay, yeah. I'm not massive on Ghosts, but I respect the music. I respect how well they've done.
Yeah, you should listen to them. I think you might. I think they'll be right up your street.
I think I only listened to one song. My friend recommended it, and it was a good song, "Mary on a Cross."
Yeah.
That's good. See, I've listened to some more independent. Like my best friend, he's got his new EP out, Europa Rain. That was I've been listening to that a lot. They're brilliant. Treachery is an absolute banger song. Broken Heart is sick, and one track of it's called Riot. Really, really good song as well. And then there's a band. Her name's Kelsey Karen. She was on TikTok. She does a lot of like cover songs. But her band Deadlands, they released an EP, and I've been listening to that a lot. Again, superb. And obviously, my favorite band, Machine Head, released a new album, so I just literally have had that for most of the year on. And I still listen to a lot of Horny in Reverse as well.
Yeah, I've sort of gone off them a bit recently.
Have you?
Yeah, I like some of their stuff, but I don't know. It all gets a bit samey after a while.
Yeah, I mean, Popular Monster is just an incredible song. And one of my other favourite bands from seeing Next Month, Parkway Drive, they've got a new single out, Sacred, and that's always on my playlist recently. And
again,
to find it to throw back to movies, still listen to Rocky Road to Dublin.
Yeah, Sinners.
Yeah. So yeah, nice little icebreaker. Shall we dive into our favourite childhood movies growing up?
Yeah. Can do. I'm looking forward to this one. So I have a few honourable mentions, simply because I've mentioned them before on the podcast, so I don't want to be retreading old ground sort of thing. So Shaun the Dead, Hot Fuzz, I've already spoke about those numerous times. Jurassic Park, first one. And to be fair, even the second and third one growing up, when I was younger, I enjoyed them until you watch them when you're older and you think you do see like the downside and the stuff like that. But as a kid, I remember loving them, particularly the third one. So for another honourable mention, for these three, I'd love to speak about them more in depth, but because I haven't watched them in absolute donkey wanky years. So
English.
Yeah, that long ago, like that, we didn't even speak English. So the first one I got is Cats Don't Dance from 1997.
Oh my God, yeah, that is a throwback.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like sometimes, when, I don't know, you're at work or you're driving or something, it's almost like a bloody Xbox achievement just pops in your head and it's like core memory unlocked. And I'm like, what was that film with the cats? I was thinking, I remember like watching that when I was younger. I remember being in primary school watching that.
Yeah.
And like all I can remember was that big beefy like security bloke.
Yeah.
Stomping and with that little girl. And I was thinking like, what film is that? Like, I was going mad and then until I like researched it, like probably about a year ago, and I was like, oh, it is a film. I wasn't just going mad. Yeah, I remember really liking that as a child. That'd be, but again, I would, I probably would watch it again just so it can be more fresh in my memory. I'll talk about it next time, but that's why I put it on as an honorable mention because I really can't expand on that.
Yeah, I remember it's when they go to their version of Hollywood to try and make it, and I remember it even as a kid. Just because he's a cat and they sort of stereotype that he's not good enough for anything. And you can look at that now and you think that's quite stereotypical, isn't it? So there's a hidden message from what I remember. I remember some of the songs. I remember the little kid penguin in it. That's a good callback, that is. I'll have to try and find that and try and watch that. See if it holds up.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite highly rated on Letterboxd, anyway. 3.6. So
that's decent. Yeah.
Wow. My second honourable mention would be Madeline, 1998. Yeah, again, I'd watch this again because I remember this one a bit more. I remember watching it a few times. It's got one of my favourite actresses' name, Frances McDormand. I think she's class. But yeah, I remember watching that all the time as a kid. The young French girls, they're trying to save their boarding school or their school or something.
Yeah.
Again, I'd love to go into it a bit more. That's why it's an honourable mention. But I just remember watching that constantly as a kid.
It's that snotty family moved in next door, and it's sort of like they hated each other for a bit, but then they sort of bonded up and made like creative friendship.
That's right.
The film went off. Yeah, and also I remember the third act of that film that was really frightening because they got kidnapped, didn't they?
Yeah,
and they were in the carnival. Yeah, in the rain, and they went to the carnival, and then like the teacher was like, "Where's Madeline?" and no one could find her. As a kid, it was terrifying, but nowadays it's really like relevant still.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah, definitely.
Last and final honourable mention would be The Little Vampire, John Lipnicki,
Okay.
Jay Maguire, Stuart Little.
Yeah. I remember that movie. Yeah. We used to watch it a lot as a kids. Yeah.
Yeah, this is why it's on my list, because again, I remember watching this a lot. Obviously, I haven't watched it as probably 20 years now, but I remember watching it a lot as a kid. I remember like bits and bobs in my head when he has blood and he gets stuff tissue up his nose with the vampire kid with the treehouse, I think.
Yeah. And it also learns, because we had a bit of a vampire phase growing up, and like him cutting out his little pretend fangs.
Yeah,
we actually figured out how to actually do that because of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to talk about that more. But again, I'd like to just at least mention it as an honourable mention, because I remember like those three. I remember, well, not Cats Don't Dance, but particularly the other two. I remember watching them a lot. So, do you want me to go for my actual pick? So, these aren't in any particular order, like favouritism, whatever, but a bit of a weird one for me, for a child, memory thing. South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Oh, you were going to mention that one. I knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
People, please don't judge our parents. Okay. Listen, I don't know how the story came about. I don't know how we ended up watching that. I remember we used to watch the series as a kid. Well, our dad used to get a lot of the videos for it, and for some reason the movie just crept up, didn't it? And we watched the hell out of it. But the rule was, if you did swear, just stick it to the film. And don't say it outside. I remember that vivid. I remember the rules.
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't really think our parents knew. They just they must have assumed, it's a cartoon, it's for kids, because it's like one of the first like cartoons where like they're swearing on about horrible things, they're doing seeing horrible things. So they must just have assumed that it was for kids and that. But I think, to be fair to our parents, they trusted us.
Yeah,
because they knew we weren't like we weren't daft. We wouldn't push our boundaries. Like I wouldn't say mature, because far from mature.
Definitely far from mature.
Yeah,
I think they just trusted us to just keep it in house, like literally.
Yeah, but I remember watching this when they had it on video and DVD. I was obsessed with South Park as a child.
Yeah,
I mean, our dad would go and buy me all the plushies from car boot sales and eBay. Jade and Mom painted my bedroom with all the South Park characters.
You had a duvet as well, didn't you?
Yeah. Curtains, everything.
You were quite a South Park mania.
Yeah, literally everything. Yeah, I haven't watched this film in a few years. It is due a rewatch. But as a kid, I just remember it was mainly just the colours and the animation. Really, I had no idea really what they was on about. It was just like a bit of a musical,
Yeah, I mean, I can help you fill the boots in, fill the gaps, because I watched it 2 years ago, so it's a bit more fresher in my mind.
Yeah, I think I do. Sorry, I think I do know the beats of it.
Yeah.
Like now, but like I say, I would like to rewatch it again. I remember like the core general storyline is they're trying to get rid of
Terrace and
Phillip. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the movie. Oh man, I mean, we try not to swear much on this podcast, but "Shut Your Fucking Face, Uncle Fucker" is one of the greatest songs. Yes. If you're in a pissed off mood, I don't know why, it just resonates so much with me. So yeah, I love that song. What's the other one? Carl's Mom's a Bitch.
Yeah.
Legendary. It is legendary status. And one of my favourite ones is Carl's Mom. She's going around singing about the movie Must Be Stopped. Blame Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, man, they just got away with so much.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, like Saddam Hussein.
I was going to say Saddam Hussein, and then what was the Satan song? It was like a proper ballad.
It was gay. Satan was like
Satan was gay. He had his own little song, didn't he?
Oh yeah. I can't remember what that one was called. I can't remember how it goes. I was about to say it's a ballad.
Yeah, and when Kenny dies, little boy, you're going to hell. Yeah. So funny. Yeah, there's some right crackers, and also it's just so damn quotable. But one of my favourite quotes in that, it's the stupid ones. It's not like the big ones. It's when Kenny dies and he goes, and Carmen says, I bet he couldn't do it. I bet him $100. And then they go, oh, it's not your fault. And he goes, no, dude, I'm just stoked that I don't have to pay him. It's just so fucking horrible but funny. Yeah. That's a great pick. You can't go wrong with South Park. It's the definition of childhood movie. Like, we wouldn't grow up the way we did. No, we turned out all right. I mean, to be fair, it was on my list, but I'm going to pick something different now that you chose it. It's one of those movies where it's a massive staple in our growing up. Like, I think our humour through South Park, it sort of steered what type of humor we enjoyed. You know, it played a massive role in our lives. I mean, we played the video game a lot.
Oh,
it was superb. I mean, the recent game, was it the
Fractured Butthole?
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch all the series still now, but I do catch an episode or two, and it still holds up so well.
Yeah, they still get themselves in hot water now.
They really do, but what I love about it is also, now we're a bit older, the creativity side of things. Like, I watch some of the behind the scene videos on TikTok. They're just having a laugh behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like,
I
so
think I've seen that one you're on about with the Chinese shop.
The Chinese shop.
Yeah.
And they just can't keep the straight face. Oh, it's lovely when they
just they enjoy their craft and
they enjoy the craft. Yeah.
Fucking around. Yeah. They don't really give a shit about the consequence either. It means, well, they are. People's feelings, but
yeah, they do. But you need that sometimes. You just need the way how people are there some days, and how stupid people, like the world, who people in power can be, and they just take the piss.
Yeah.
You know, that's what life's about, just to enjoy it, and just have to make, they make a shitty situation or a bit of an awkward situation. They just make it funny.
Yeah, because I mean, life nowadays is so bleak.
It is.
The stuff you hear. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it because I don't take myself seriously, and I think that's where I get my sort of personality from as well. Because I don't really take myself seriously. I'll take the piss out myself,
Yeah.
But yeah, I love South Park, man, and especially like you mentioned with the games, I was obsessed with them.
You were obsessed.
Funny enough, it's moving along to my next pick, which is sort of similar. This one is more child friendly. I got Wallace and Gromit, in particular, like all of them.
Oh, come on, hang on, no. Which one specifically? Because I've got one, but I want to see which one you picked.
But the one I have is Curse of Were-Rabbit.
Damn.
That's the one that I have. But like I say, the three shorts. It was a bit like with South Park. I'd watch them on repeat as well.
Yeah.
Well, which one you got? The Long Trousers or?
I had the Were-Rabbit.
The Were-Rabbit. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got the same pick again.
Yeah. We're 2 for 2 here. It's all right. Because I knew this might happen, I actually got another list.
Yeah, I had a look at the films that I watched in childhood that I remembered. There was a lot. But I think with this one, it sticks out as well. I remember being quite obsessed with this film as well. I remember Mum and Dad brought me this Wallace statue, Lady Tottington, Gromit, the Were-Rabbit, Hutch. I had all sorts of toys and then the game on PS2. I remember driving you and Jade mad.
Yes, you did.
Mad. Because it was 2-player. I wanted someone to play with. No fucker would play with me.
We would. We just weren't as committed to you. We wanted to play it, but man alive, you just would not leave us alone. It's like, it's a good game, but there's other games to play, and also there's a world outside. You go and freaking, go out with your mates. But to be fair,
mates?
to be fair, when we did play it, God, we played it for hours, and we had so much fun.
Yeah,
right laugh.
Yeah, it was a right laugh. I remember playing it in front of our parents and our uncle on Christmas Day and had them in stitches. So I was just going around smacking people. It's like a kid's GTA, man, that game was.
It was. An open world in the village of Wallace and Gromit. I mean, you could not get life could not get any better.
Yeah.
But
the soundtrack and everything.
And also, these were the days before YouTube was like a mainstream. Like, I think it came out in 2006 or 7. I think 6. And the film and then the game followed shortly after, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, and there was the time before YouTube, so if we'd got stuck, we were stuck.
Yeah,
we couldn't go on YouTube and search, how to get to. We were walking around or running around trying to figure out how to get to the next section, and it would take us hours, man.
Yeah.
But then we'd venture off on these little side quests, wouldn't we? So, yeah, it's a good pick. I think. I mean, what's said about Wallace and Gromit? It's a British classic. It is. There's nothing. I mean, I think this is one of my 10 out of 10 movies. I really don't have a problem.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't really have much of a problem with it. It's funny. It's got great British humour. The storyline's good. It's full of heart, and the jokes are just the animation and the jokes. They're still timeless. I mean, I quote it on a regular basis. Someone's got a bit graphic. Someone's got a frigging trousers down and they see half the frigging ass crack. We always go, "Beware the moon."
Yeah, beware the moon.
I just quote that, and then even I'm a cheese lover, so I'm talking like Hutch sometimes.
Yeah,
it's again another excellent pick, like just a pure staple. And again, we still hold them so close to our hearts today. So when poor
Peter
Sallis passed away, it was I was gutted. It felt like a part of my childhood had gone as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the recent one last Christmas. It was when the Penguin escaped. Avengers Most Foul, yeah.
Yeah.
The new voice actor did a really good job, to be fair to him, but it just missed. You can tell he missed Peter Sallis, but it was good.
But yeah,
another great pick.
Yeah, class. Back to inappropriate picks for me.
Absolutely.
Gone for Jackass.
Yeah. Now this is when we did get in trouble.
Yeah. And this was one where like our parents would say like, "Come on now, you shouldn't really be watching that."
Especially our dad. He was a bit miffed.
It'd cringe. But yeah, I mean, to us, I remember just watching that and just being so bloody entertained and just laugh out loud moments. Like, I was thinking like, what are these people doing to themselves? Like, what they're doing to their willies? Like, what they're doing? Like everything they do. Like the cast, like Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, Bam, Ryan Dunn, Chris Pontius, Weeman, Preston, Aaron McGee. I'm looking at them all, Dave England. They're just so memorable, and respect to them for what they do. I mean, it's fucking stupid, but I mean, made my childhood a laugh. So,
and you know what? They've made careers out of it. They've gone on to do great things since. Well, apart from Bam, but that's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, again, sorry, you finished. I felt like I interrupted you, didn't I?
Yeah, go on.
Again, the passing of Ryan Dunn, it took us. It just swept. It was just devastating, And again, we felt like we'd lost a part of our childhood when that happens. And you've seen the aftermath, like what happened with Bam. Just don't think he's ever still recovered from it. And
I think that's one of the first celebrity deaths where it didn't obviously it affected me. Like I was, I was upset and all that. But I think that was one of the first ones where it was like it sounded a bit deep, but it was just like
No?
life is short and death comes for us all. And I know like what he did. Like he got in the car drunk, which obviously it's very very dangerous and stupid. But
wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But yeah, I remember that death being like one of the first where it made me think about how like short life is and how you have to enjoy every moment you get, sort of thing, and that everybody, it death comes for us all, and but on a lighter note, I do appreciate what the guys did and all the stunts. I mean, in particular, like the first one where they wandered around Japan, just as pandas. Yeah, there's loads. I mean, there's loads, and again, fully enough, I remember playing the game of that one.
Oh my god, yeah.
That
was so much fun.
Yeah. I remember playing that on PS2 and PSP. Yeah, should do more of them, man. That was class. But yeah, I mean, I put Jackass 1, but I mean 1, 2, and 3. I mean, by the time the third one was out, I'd probably been about 11 or 12, to be honest. So, yeah, brilliant.
So to put you on the spot, what was your favourite Jackass done?
There's loads, man. There's so many.
Because I love, just to help you, I loved the intro to the second one when they're running away from the bulls.
Oh yeah.
It's just stupid, but again, just really funny.
There's so many. I mean, I like the new intro to the latest one. I thought that was quite clever.
Yeah.
But nah, there's loads of them. I do like the bull ones. Yeah, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. There's just so many.
I mean, there was the one where Wee Man has a bar fight.
Yeah,
and he goes in, and all the cops come out, and then the paramedics, and they're all dwarfs, and then everyone's just looking. So, and then they cut the camera goes in, and then they go, "What happened?" And then this guy goes, "I don't know, bunch of midgets come in, start fighting."
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
My fourth one. This is definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm not going to give a shit. Matilda. I absolutely love Matilda. Still to this day, I watched it like last year, but I remember like watching this as a kid, mesmerised.
Timeless.
Yeah, timeless. I mean, like Matilda, I love the character, love Danny DeVito, but I also remember liking Miss Trunchbull. Well, hating her as a child, but fucking relatable to her nowadays, man. Honest to God.
It is.
Yeah. The kids are the fucking villains, man. I can relate to them. Like, and Bruce, what a legend. Eating that cake. Yeah.
Again, another staple of our childhood. It's so quotable. And like I say, it's just the message behind Matilda. Yeah, okay, take the magic powers to one side. She just stays true to who she is, man.
Yeah.
It's a good message for your kids growing up, and it was a message I took away from it. Because I was getting quite deep for this. As a child, we went through some turmoil as a family, and I was heavily bullied at school, and because of some of the quick, weird. Like, I wasn't a weird child, but kind of was a little not
you
too
weird.
But it got to a point where you had to move schools, and because the bullying was getting quite intense, and that film just sort of reminded me just to stay true to who I am, no matter what. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, sorry, I completely took over your point. One of the other things I love about it as well, and I'm gonna mention my fiance's little sister Livia here. What I love about this movie so much is it is timeless, and it's inspired a new generation because it's actually Livia's favorite film. She loves that movie, and it's nice to see the next generation and how Matilda's, okay, she's seen the musical, she liked it. That's that's cool. She liked music, she likes musicals, great. But she still says that the original one is still her favorite, and she loves the characters in it. So it's good. It's good that it's still keeping alive to this day, and people are still watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. As well, like the soundtrack to that. I mean, like when she's making breakfast and pancakes.
Yeah.
And, Again, I stuck in my head now all week.
I do.
Also, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, on a serious note as well, I think I obviously didn't know this growing up, but like recently, because I do like to read the trivia and stuff for films. But the actress Tara Wilson, I'm going to fact check myself on that.
If anyone else likes Matilda, comment what your favorite scene is. Let us know if you relate to Miss Trunchbull as the same as Jack does. I mean, still gives one of the best performances I've seen.
Yeah. So. Sorry, it was Mara Wilson, not Tara Wilson. I was really close. Damn. Yeah. So looking up on the trivia for this, her mom was very ill when they was making this film, and obviously Danny DeVito directed it, and her mom sadly did pass away before the film released, and Danny DeVito basically nurtured her and got her through this awful thing for a little girl to get through. And but he also showed her mom the final film before she passed away.
I didn't know that bit. That's sad.
Yeah,
I knew how Danny DeVito looked after her. Well, I didn't know that they showed the mom the final.
Yeah. So,
oh man,
it's another added layer. It's a class move by Danny DeVito, and I think that gives it another layer. So when next time you watch it and you see Mara Wilson in that role, you wouldn't tell that there was anything going on. And fair play to her, because that's such an awful thing to go through.
Yeah, especially as a kid and having
as a child.
Yeah, man, that's really interesting. That's good. That is. I'll say I knew that her mom was well while she was filming, but I didn't know that they showed her the final cut before she passed. That's super. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? At least she knows that her daughter's pretty much made for life now.
Yeah.
Now she made it. Now, yeah. I mean, I love to hate, but I also love them. That makes any sort of sense. I do love the Wormwoods. The things they are so stupid, but so witty, and his character is such a vile man.
Such an arse. Yeah,
he's such an arsehole. You can't help but love him.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite scenes in that movie is when they put the the glue in his hat, and they go to that really posh restaurant where she won the lottery. He's there trying to take it off, and the cake comes around all perfectly, and there's just chaos around, and she's casually in the cake.
And his quote as well. I'm big, you're small. I'm right, you're wrong. Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. I mean, I say that to Liv still often now.
Yeah, it's got to be done, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to quote it, man. It's your favorite movie. I'm going to quote it for you. That's true.
And
your final one. No, I was going to jump in. I was going to say your final one. Drum roll.
Yeah, big final one. One of my favourites still to this day. Funny enough, it's on your desk there. It's Toy Story 1 in particular. Again, absolutely obsessed, as like most children were, I think, during the 90s with Toy Story. And to this day as well, I mean, bloody hell, the first one came out in 1995, that's 30 years ago now. Yeah, still relevant today in terms of the first one. The animation, the characters, and just the journey and the camaraderie between Woody and Buzz. Again, quotable, like the lines. I do find myself referencing it a lot during my adult life. But yeah, there's just so many things about that I love. Yeah, and it's got I love the dark side of it as well when they go to Sid's room and when Sid, it turns into a bloody child horror film for kids. I mean, some of those toys, man, Jesus Christ. And what's really terrifying as well is my fiance can actually do that voice. It's like meh.
God.
Yeah, and now she can do it to a T. So it's fucking nightmare fuel for me. But yeah, class, absolutely.
But also a fun fact on Toy Story. you want about the horror element at Sid's house, when Buzz goes out and he sees the carpet on the floor. Does it remind you of anything?
Yes, it
The
certainly
Overlook
does.
Hotel? Yeah. So yeah, that great reference there. I mean, I was gonna see all these movies that you picked were practically not on my list. Like on both lists, I have to change mine up slightly because I don't want to go over them again. But I think when you talk about childhood movie, man, I can't talk tonight. Movies.
Timmy.
Sorry, I'll get cancelled. Yeah, you talk about childhood movies. I mean, Toy Story is probably the pinnacle of our childhood.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's one of the first films we ever watched. At home, obviously, because we were young children back then, when it came out. And
back to back.
I mean,
repeat.
yeah, I love Woody and Buzz. I love the characters. I love the stories they tell. It's so it's one of the, and it's so rewatchable.
Yeah.
And even the animation to this day, it's still up there. I mean, apart from the copy and paste children at the start, but technology was a bit questionable. They were figuring it out back then, but again, the camaraderie like with Woody and Buzz is a key thing. The friendships, and it's a good message about you come from different backgrounds, but you can still have the same goal, and you can end up turning out to be good friends at the end. And the music as well, they're flying high at the end, representing where the friendship's at. Like, it's so. Oh man, I'm so I can't wait to show my daughter that when she's a bit older. Can't wait. There's some excellent picks. There's some excellent picks there.
Thank you.
So to jump onto my number one and to piggyback off what you have just mentioned, my first pick is Toy Story 2.
Okay.
That's my favorite of the trilogy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. A bit of a hot take. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I think one of the reasons why is it just adds a couple of extra layers on top from the first one. Like the first one is amazing, don't get me wrong. Like my ranking is like Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 3, but that doesn't mean they're bad.
Yeah.
The first two are 10 out of 10s for me. The third one's a 9. The only reason it's a 9 because it makes me cry too much and it makes me sad. But now Toy Story 2 elevates the first one. Like it just takes the characters, elevates the story, it elevates the stakes, it adds new characters who are even just as memorable, and I think it's twice as funnier, and it works really well. I mean, I love the addition of Jessie. I think she's a fantastic character. She's one of my favorites in the whole franchise. Also gives me the most, this sounds really sad, man, we're quite deep for this one, but triggering childhood trauma, that scene where it has her flashback when she loved me. I got my toys and I hugged the life out of them, man. Like when I was a kid, I mean, really, really triggered something in me that song did, and listening to it today still hits me in the feels, and it just made me love
Andy's mom, isn't it? Isn't that there?
That there is Andy's mom, yeah. But it just adds a layer to her character of abandonment issues and the whole storyline behind it. It's just a phenomenal movie, man, and it's so I remember scenes that I love to this day, like the bit with the Cheetos and trying to get the remote and him figuring out who, and Woody having an identity crisis.
Yeah.
It's really deep storylines for back in 2000 was it 2001, 2002? Toy Story 2 came out.
I want to say earlier than that.
Yeah, probably earlier than that. Yeah, I'm sure it was early. I'm sure it was early 2000. And was there a Bullseye? I mean, and we had toys of Toy Story in general. The finale as well.
1999. Sorry.
99. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the airport finale, it's intense. It's exciting. It's just it's just amazing. And the final, Jessie, reaching out again, like he says, I got you. Like she has this abandonment. The character arcs in this story, in this second one, are just phenomenal. So, and I hold Toy Story 2.
Interesting, nice.
Slightly higher.
I never did that.
You know what, dear? We're going to have to rewatch them now, just to,
Yeah, because you haven't seen the fourth one, have you?
I refuse to watch the fourth, and I'm going to refuse to watch the fifth. I don't need to watch them.
Yeah, you're not missing much. One by order is 1, 3, 2, 4.
Yeah, no, that's fair. 1, 2, 3,
1, 3, 2, 4.
1, 3, 2, 4. Wow. I mean, Toy Story 3. Just to touch on Toy Story 3, I think
it's ruined me.
It's ruined me as well because we went into that cinema as boys and we came out as freaking men. We had to grow up because freaking Andy decided to grow up, the bastard, But yeah, I remember. I mean, it's an embarrassing. We were full of stories today. It was when we saw that at the cinema and then everyone had left and you and I were still bawling and the woman came in to clean up. Yeah. And our mum and dad asked them to wait a minute just so we could calm down. I mean, it was just such an emotional, come full circle, growing up. And oh man, there's no talk for Toy Story 3. It's too raw.
It's just that scene, that fucking trash compactor scene, man.
Oh, holding hat now. Let's not go there. I'm not in the mood to cry tonight. Come on, move on. So yeah,
quite a bit boy.
Toy Story 2 is my number one. My second one is Spider-Man 2001. Yeah. I mean, we watched the cartoons growing up, but I haven't seen this live action one for the first time. It's my second film I ever saw on the big screen, and it just still impacted me to this day. It still holds a very special place in my heart. Tobey Maguire is my GOAT Spider-Man. I don't think that will ever change. I think he was just again, that's deep for this, like, supposed to be like, quite happy rainbows, talking about childhood movies, talking about freaking childhood trauma this so far. I think the bullying aspect and relating to Peter Parker as well, I think that really helped me as well, and how someone like him could become such, the beacon of hope, and also the love story with Mary Jane, it's just, and the love triangle with Harry Osborn as well. I think it just all works, and I think now as an adult, really, directed by Sammy Raimi, I think it's just elevated up a little bit, but it's just the peak of comic book movies, man. And also, actual suits getting wrecked by the end of the movie. That final fight scene at the end, it's freaking brutal, man.
Yeah. Quotable. I do quote that a lot.
I quote it, yeah. Out am I? Yeah, there's so many memorable moments in that film, and it's really due for a rewatch, which actually, if you're interested, at the end of September, come on, man. Got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So they're playing, for reference for people, they're playing at the end of September. I think it's 26th, 27th, 28th, or 27th, 28th, 29th, one or the other. Toby's trilogy at cinemas. But I don't know if it's an anniversary. It might be an anniversary. I don't think so.
Could be. No.
For the sake of Spider-Man. I don't care, yeah. The fact they're playing Spider-Man, the trilogy, on the big screens again, it's a place that I'm definitely going to be there for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, I'd love to talk. I'm trying to save as much as I can for this, because I do in the future want to do like a Spider-Man episode. But it's a movie I grew up with. Mom, my mom took me. I think I mentioned before. Then you came, saw it twice at the cinema. It just holds a special place in my heart.
Games as well.
Freaking games are bloody legendary, and I kicked ass on Spider-Man 2. Oh yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, but they released the gas in the city, and you can't. Oh man, and the freaking Carnage Doc Ock sequence. We got to run away, like escape, man. That was intense as hell. Yeah, and I remember the fight scene now. So you jogged my memory. But also, I was actually thinking about the Spider-Man 2 game as well. With
the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was amazing. I bashed the shit out of that game. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was playing it and someone got a dog boy, if I remember correctly. So we'll leave childhood trauma for a different day, won't we?
Yeah.
So, that's my second pick. My honorable mention is Mrs. Doubtfire, Tarzan, The Mask. Those are my honorable mentions.
Yeah. Sorry. I remember you loved Tarzan.
Yeah, I still do. Again, that's due for a rewatch. But believe it or not, my third pick is Mars Attacks.
Oh, yeah.
I was obsessed with
mine.
Was it?
Yeah, close. Because I remember watching it all the time.
Yeah. It was pure parody, comedy, slapstick.
Yeah.
I mean, I still quote that. I mean, if someone's talking gibberish to me, like, and or I can't make out what they're saying, in my head I'm going, and I just shout. I mean, I do it in my job sometimes. Like, I just quote the aliens. But now the fact the cast as well. I mean, you got Jack Nicholson, you got Jack Black in there.
Yeah,
sure. There was a couple of other famous people though. Tom Jones was in it. Yeah, Danny DeVito. Yeah, Bing Rames was in it briefly.
Jim Brown, wasn't it? I think Rames.
Jim Brown. No. Who else was in it? Who plays the president's wife? She's quite famous. Her name in Glenn Close. I think it's Glenn Close. Sure, it's
Natalie Portman as well.
I've just got the cast up. I'm sorry. I've got to clarify this. You got Jack Nicholson. Yes, you're right. Glenn Close. Here's Brosnan. That's the other one.
Brosnan, yeah.
Danny DeVito, Martin Short, Sarah Jessica Parker, Michael J. Fox, Tom Jones, Rod Steiger, Natalie Portman. Yes, Jim Brown was in it. Obviously, Jack Black had a cameo in it.
You alien shitheads.
Yeah, Joe Don Baker.
Oh, yeah.
He was in it. So, the cast in this is stacked. So, this is a class movie. One of my favourite Burton movies. Again, so quotable. Freaked me out a little bit the first couple of times I watched it, but I realised that it was just taking them. It's just a complete not a piss take. But Yeah, and it's just it is a cult classic. I'm glad it's got a bit of a cult following now. But yeah, I remember I read the book as well. I remember my dad bought me the book at a car boot sale, and even as a kid, I read the book. Just slightly different from the film, but like, yeah, I was quite obsessed with him for a little while. I have fond memories of that, and I watched it again last year. Friends of mine were actually we were talking about it, and I found it. So I gave it a
I watched it a
rewatch.
few years ago as well.
It still holds up as well. The animation and the CG, it's not bad. I think my favorite scene is the woman dressing up and tries to attack the president, and then also the bit where the aliens are invading, and you've got Glenn Close's character, like the president's wife, walking down, and like beyond the chaos, like she's like something, I can't remember what she says, my something chandelier, and she just gets freaking crushed by the thing, and it's just like, well, he's there going, Martha, and he goes, Martha? I don't know why I found that so funny. Yeah. But also the fact that the song "When I'm Calling You" is the reason why they freaking die and their heads explode. So it's just so much funny. And also Danny DeVito, take it, it's a Rolex. Like, it's just it's so quotable. Love the movie. So that's my number 3. This is a throwback, right? I think you'd be surprised by this. Dragonheart. Dennis Quaid, Sean Connery voice of the dragon.
Oh yeah.
Again, that's a film we used to watch a lot as a kid, and I still have a bit of nostalgia for. Do you remember much of it? One of my favorite.
I know what it is. I don't think it was for me. I don't think I remember liking it that much.
Yeah, because you had. Again, when you look back at it, the cast. You got Peter Postlewaite.
Yeah.
Thank you. Jason Isaac, Sean Connery voiced Draco, the dragon. Dennis Quaid was in it. I just remember the CG for its time was quite good, and it's got this certain charm about it, about how also being told one thing and you're led to believe something, like these are bad, and when you actually interact with them, they're actually full of heart, and and he sort of cares for him in the end and tries to end this war between the dragons and everything. I just remember watching it, and I was so devastated when he dies at the end.
Yeah,
one of those deaths that I never got over.
Yeah,
got over it now, but
are you sure? I remember like the title, and then now Sean Connery's in it, but I can't really remember a whole lot about it, to be honest. I remember not liking it. I thought it was a bit like meh.
It wasn't for you.
Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea.
No. Oh, I wanted to pick it on there because again, I just remember watching it as a kid, and I did remember we had the video for it, and it was one of those where, if I remember correctly, I had to double check with our parents, but I'm sure I watched it that much. I actually ruined the reel. Yeah.
Right.
And the same happened for Toy Story as well. We watched it too much, and the tape died on it. So this one, my last pick, I'm torn between 3 films. I think would be my number 5. So at the minute I've got King Kong 2005.
Wow, I was close to that one as well.
Chicken Run. That was a film we used to watch a lot growing up. And again, totally blindsided, but at the time we were massive Star Wars fans. I was picking Phantom Menace. Not Revenge of the Sith, 'cause I know we was big on that one, but we don't upset so many Star Wars fans here. I loved Jar Jar growing up.
Yeah.
I had so many toys of Jar Jar. We even had that little dancing one you pressed and you're like, a little Jar Jar dancing.
I had like a life-size one at one point.
I had a life-size one, and then some kids decided to rip the ear off.
Who was that?
Who?
Did I?
Yeah, when we used to share a bedroom as kids.
You sure it wasn't the ghost?
I'm sure it wasn't the ghost. I'm sure it was you. Yeah, I can remember, and I remember lobbing it at you as well. Not the ear, the freaking Jar Jar. So I think in terms of childhood memories and everything, I think I would lean towards Chicken Run because again, we were very into the the claymations with Armageddon Studios. We were massive on Wallace Gromit, as you said, and Chicken Run is one of those movies where I remember watching it so much as a kid, and that movie's really quotable as well. Like if one of my favorite quotes of that film is when they make the big machine for the pies. And then she goes, chickens go in, pies come out. And the husband goes, oh, what kind of pies? Apple pies. Looks at this and she goes, oh, I love that. It's just the humor. It's so British. What's it? The woman who keeps eating all the seeds, and then they're just all saying they're going to kill it, and they just all have a ship, just panic and everything there. Yeah, Chicken Run, and again, the animation for its time was just so damn good. And also Mel Gibson as well. Yeah. I wasn't big on the sequel that came out a couple of years ago. It's not good. It's alright. I think you just sort of have the nostalgia charm. That's about it, really. But Chicken Run is very quotable. I remember watching that a lot as a kid, and like I just said, we were massive on Armored Studios growing up with Wallace and Gromit, but even as well, and honorable mentioned as well is Flushed Away.
Oh,
remember that? Yeah, that was so quotable. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I think Chicken Run. One last thing I'll say about Chicken Run is that I just love that it still holds up well to this day. You can watch it now. You know, a person I know from my work, he easily watches Chicken Run once a year. He's still quotable to him. So you know, it's great. You know that it's still a timeless classic. Again, another film that impacted our childhood a lot, but I do think that was mainly down to Armored Studios.
Yeah,
but I definitely think Chicken Run's definitely worth a rewatch. I think I last saw that about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while for me. Yeah,
so that was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I think there's some excellent picks here. I think we've unlocked something in our brains as well. Reminiscing.
Yeah,
I have two or three actors that I'm only going to mention. You know, we weren't massive on. You know, we didn't know who directors were, cinematographers were, writers, etc. But we knew the faces of some actors. So the first one I'm going with is Jack Black. He grew up on, and we just mentioned Mars Attacks, even his brief cameo in that. We were massive on School of Rock. Yeah. But also, as music lovers, we were massive on Tenacious D growing up as well.
Yeah.
You know, Nacho Libre as well as another honorable mention. Yeah, we watched that. Yeah. So Jack Black is probably one of ours that we admired like growing up ever since, even now. You know, as a 30-year-old and a 28-year-old, you know, we were on the verge of still look out for his movies. We still watch his movies, and he still has his personality definitely has an influence on us sometimes, I feel, as well. We've seen him live twice as Tenacious D. That was pretty amazing. But growing up, School of Rock was his, and also as well, totally forgot King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong. Yeah, plays Jack.
Yeah, it's superb. It's, you know, the first time we saw him as a, you know, taking on the role quite seriously, especially at the time working under Peter Jackson. He even said that, you know, he's done some comedy movies. This was his massive, you know, first serious breakout, role, as it were. So yeah, other one I'm going to mention. Who? Sorry. What?
So it's Carl Denham, not Jack Denham.
Oh, his character, in King Kong, yeah. Sorry, the second actor. I mean, feel free to throw some actors in there as well, Jack. You know, this is maybe a bit of a throw some in there. I'm just going to mention Tobey Maguire. Loved him growing up. Look forward to, you know, he was my Spider-Man. I mean, I appreciate his movies more when I grew up. When he did like The Great Gatsby, he did Brothers. He's done he was in Babylon. It's always amazing to see him. But knowing that he was, you know, Spider-Man, he was just my bit of an icon for me growing up. So I mentioned Tobey.
Yeah, one that I remember loving, and I still do because he is my favourite, Bryan Cranston. From Malcolm in the Middle, Hal.
Yes.
I loved him as Hal, and I think he held a special place in my heart because he does remind me a lot of like our dad, especially Hal. So I think that's what like made me think like, oh, I like this actor, and you know, then he just, you know, I'd see him again in other films, and Breaking Bad just totally just took off and
propelled him.
Yeah, and like everything he's in is brilliant. Another one who I liked, I remember liking. I still do. I don't mind him. I remember like being, I wouldn't say obsessed, but Shia LaBeouf, mainly because.
Oh, okay.
For me, mainly because of Transformers in 2007, and the second one, I forgot the title. But I remember like we went through a phase, me and our friend James, absolutely loving Transformers. So I think I was like, oh, Shia LaBeouf, you know, he's amazing. It's the best thing since sliced bread and whatever. And he obviously wasn't, but I just remember really liking him. But to be fair to him, I do think he's a good actor.
He's done some good roles since Transformers.
Yeah.
It was Revenge of the Fallen, by the way. The second
Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah. I don't mind him. I just remember being young when I was younger and really liking him.
I've got one you're going to say, of course, Gaz. That's so obvious. Robin Williams.
Oh well, yeah, obviously.
I know it's pretty much like no shit, really, but we haven't mentioned him yet. I know we mentioned on the. Yeah, I know we mentioned on the previous episode, you know, Mrs. Doubtfire should never be rebooted, but because of Robin Williams. But he was in so many movies of ours growing up. You know, he voiced Aladdin. We watched Mrs. Doubtfire constantly. Flubber. Remember that movie?
Yeah, Flubber. Yeah.
Flubber,
Jumanji.
He
was in Robots.
Yes,
as well?
yes, he was. I think he was in Robots. Yeah. Who else was there? Yeah, he's been in loads. It's hard to just jump on. Patch Adams. That was another one I watched growing up as well. Yeah, he's just an icon for us growing up. We loved Robin Williams. I know he's our sister's favorite actor. I believe he's one of our moms as well.
Yeah, he's one of mine.
When he passed away, I was in tears. I think we all were quite upset.
Yeah,
get a massive part of our childhood gone.
It's one of those. It's one of those events in your life where you remember where you were and what you were doing. Because I remember I was playing Call of Duty Zombies with Sam. I remember that in August 2012, and I just looked on Twitter and then
I was walking home from the gym and I was crying while walking home, looking like a right twat. But I was just devastated. Yeah.
But yeah, life's a bitch, and then you die.
Anyone got any favorite movies in theirs growing up? Leave a comment. I'm sure we're missing out loads. I know we probably haven't mentioned much Disney, but we were massive Disney guys growing up. But I think we'll save that for a future episode. Some of our favorite Disney movies. Any of your favorite actors growing up? Let us know. Be intrigued to see if there's any sort of an older generation from ours who they looked up to growing up. It'd be interesting to hear what they have to say. Also, any movies, drop a comment. So, shall we jump straight into the blind ranking?
Yeah.
So I feel like I need to adjust myself here, but I'm not going to. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first, then go on then.
You'll go first, okay. Yeah, I just realised I don't have a pen. Got a pen, found it. So, your blind ranking, Jack. Are you ready?
I think so.
So, for people who are unfamiliar with how this works, we have 10 movies here. Jack, I'm going to randomly read them out to you, and you're just going to say where you would put them out of 10. And then we'll see, and then I'll read out your list and see what you would change and see where you went messed up if you did. You ready? Monster House.
8. Class. Do love that film. Nice animation style. Good story as well. Nice message at the end.
Yeah, it does, yeah. I'm not judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I wrote this down, really, because we've got a theme here. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
6.
6, okay, that's quite low for you. I thought you would have had that slightly.
Well, I'm just anticipating. I can't,
Harry Potter.
Which one?
Question. I'm going to stick to Philosopher's Stone because that was one of the, again, growing up, that was one we grew up with a little bit.
7.
Matilda.
Again. Which one, sorry?
Matilda.
Oh, damn. It would normally be higher, but I've got to be conservative. 3.
3, okay. Jumanji with Robin Williams.
5.
That's all right. We've been down the middle.
Yeah.
Last one. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship.
2. Again, I've set myself up for failure here now.
Well, you got 4 more. Sounded very creepy then, sorry. Ice Age.
That can be 9.
Toy Story 2.
Damn. I've got 4. With numbers, I've got 1.
You should have really written this down, really.
No, I've got 1, 10, and...
You got 1, 10, and 4.
4? Yeah, that's right, 4.
You're going to keep it 4?
Yeah.
So you got 2 left.
Shit. One extreme to the other now.
So you've got to go 1 or 10. Wallace and Gromit.
1. Fuck it.
You know what, Jack? Fuck. I tried to catch you out here. This would have been funny. The last one was Aragon.
Oh, thank Christ. That's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh.
So your number 10 is Aragon. 9, Ice Age. 8, Monster House. 7, Harry Potter. 6, Tenacious D. 5, Jumanji. 4, Toy Story 2. 3 is Matilda. 2 is Lord of the Rings Fellowship. And number 1 is Wallace and Gromit. That is a good list.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, damn. I tried to catch you out with Aragon.
Yeah.
I thought he'll try and save it. And I thought, oh, damn. I love Aragon, man. I don't know why people hate that so much. I mean, book lovers, fans of the book, I can understand why they don't like it because it's not very faithful. But I don't know. I have a bit of nostalgia for it. Also, another theme which needs to be interweaving here. The video game for that's class.
I think I preferred the video game to the actual film.
I
remember watching that at the cinema with Dad in particular, and I needed a Wii, and he went out, and he was like, "Thank God you needed a Wii because I can't stand this." Actually,
we all went as a family. We used to do a tradition where Christmas Eve we go and see a movie, and Aragon was that year's pick, and I think I was the only person like him.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorted. I'm happy with that. I got
Cool.
your 10 here now. Then I'll have to write these as well. All right. So first one I've got Bruce Almighty.
Doesn't hold up as well as what it did when growing up. I will put that at a 9.
Interesting. Second pick, you mentioned it earlier, Mars Attacks.
I'm going to put that as 4.
Okay. Small Soldiers.
Wow.
I know.
Do you know, so I was going to pick that, but I thought, again, because I hadn't watched it in that many years, I didn't want to pick it until I rewatched it. I'm going to say, you know what, for now, just to be cautious, but it's 6. But man, that's a callback.
Monsters, Inc.
2. It's near masterpiece, but I think I got to save that number 1.
Okay. Starship Troopers.
See, I love this one, but I know it's got a bit of a cult following. I don't think you're massive on it compared to me.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
I love the first one. I'm actually quite a fan of the second one. One, not many people.
I like the satire in it, to be fair, when I watched it again, because I watched it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like the satire elements of it.
Yeah, and the American military.
Yeah.
The propaganda.
Mm.
I'm going to... I think I love Starship Troopers. I'll go 5.
Chicken Little.
God.
I remember you used to like that.
I'll say 7. Have I got 7 still? Yeah, I'm sure I got 7.
Yeah, you have, yeah. I've got Cars.
I'll say 6. I like that. I like the first Cars.
You've took 6 for Small Soldiers.
How many one numbers have I got? I got 8.
So you've only got 3 picks left. So you've chose 6, 2, 8, 9, 4, 7, and 5. Next one, Spider-Man.
Oh, this is dangerous here, because if you pick something else, then I'll pick.
So you got 1, 3,
you know
and 10.
what? I got 1, 3, and 10. I ain't going 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to pick 1. I can't, I'm just too worried that something else ain't going to pop.
Next one I got is Shark Tale.
10. Not as massive as that. Yeah. God, what's number 3?
It was at this moment you knew you fucked up.
No.
Lord of the Rings.
Do you know, I can live with that. I think I'd only swap. I think I'd swap Monsters Inc. and which Lord of the Rings, the same one, Fellowship, or
yeah, I got Fellowship. Yeah.
See, I will just swap Monsters Inc. with Fellowship. That's the only mistake.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think you've done too bad. So I got Spider-Man, Monsters Inc., Lord of the Rings, Mars Attacks, Starship Troopers, Small Soldiers, Chicken Little, Cars, Bruce Almighty, and Shark Tale.
Do you know, I think I'd swap Cars with Chicken Little. I think that'd be about it. I do. I have Cars a bit. I would have Cars a little bit higher.
Oh, man, I like Chicken Little. Obviously, I haven't watched it for yonks, but
yeah,
I remember.
There's another scene from that film that I loved. Was the aliens were invading. We surrender here. Take the key to the CD. And he beams it out. And he goes, "Key to my car." Beams him out. And he goes, "Tic Tac." Beams him out. I don't know. I find that scene so funny. Yeah. Do you know what? That was a good list. You know, I think we did all right. I panicked at one point. I thought, nah, I can't risk it. Because no matter look, you'd I don't know, pick some freaking movie that I hate or something and try and put me at number 1. Mind you, I can't say much. I just tried to do that with Aragon. So, moving on to our last little bit today. If people enjoyed the blind rankings, by the way, let us know. I would love to do some more of that. That was quite fun.
Yeah.
Kept us on our toes. And this next one, let us know if you enjoy this. So, I've got for Jack. This will probably wrap up the last 20 minutes for this episode.
I forgot about it.
So your little... Lost my pen. Got the pen. So my little surprise for Jack is a childhood character bracket. We're going to quickly go through this. Well, not quickly. You can give us your thoughts on your characters. These could be a bit of everything that you love. There's a bit of maybe 1 or 2 in here that you don't like, and you're going to whittle it down to your number 1. So are you ready? There's a 24 character seed. So
Jesus.
Yeah, lock in. All right. Yes, people, we don't have, we haven't got tablets or anything, so we literally have this thing called paper, and I don't know where to put it, so I'm going to stick it here for now. So if you can hear any rustling, do apologise for the audio, but yeah, moving on. Your first seed is Stuart Little versus Rocky from Chicken Run. You know, just for this, I'm going to move to Woody. I love you, Woody, but you need to...
Sounds Rocky, is he the pig?
Rocky's Mel Gibson.
Oh, sorry. Did you say Chicken Run a little?
Chicken Run?
Chicken Run. Oh, okay. Yeah, Rocky, yeah.
Rocky, so Stuart Little's out. Cusco from Emperor's New Groove versus The Mask, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Cusco.
You're going to go through Cusco. The Mask is out. The Aliens from Mars Attacks versus Eric Cartman.
Oh, it's got to be Cartman.
Yeah, I thought the Aliens were for me.
You'd pick the Aliens?
No, I'd probably go with Eric Cartman. He's too great. He's too quotable and too iconic for me. There's a bit of a double hit. Merry and Pippin from Lord of the Rings versus Miguel and Tulio from El Dorado. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah, I loved El Dorado, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be me.
I didn't love it that much. We didn't even mention it this episode.
Well, there's loads. There's so many that we watched. But yeah, Merry and Pippin. But yeah, that's a tough one.
Thank you. I'm enjoying this one. Van Helsing versus Hellboy.
Oh, it's got to be Hellboy.
I was going to say, this is Ron Perlman's Hellboy.
Yeah, got to be Hellboy.
See, believe it or not, I mean, I have Van Helsing as an 8 out of 10. I love Van Helsing.
I like those vampires.
I think definitely know we were straight growing up.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale and that.
Yes, we all love a bit of Kate Beckinsale in that. It's a crime we never got a sequel. So this next one is you know what? Jack Sparrow versus Shaun from Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, damn. Jesus.
This isn't the worst one.
Oh, shit. It's just, over the course of the films, then I'd have to go with Jack Sparrow. Over the course of the films.
Oh.
Out of the lot. But,
wow,
yeah,
I did not expect that.
You son of a bitch.
I'm not going to make it easy. I'm going to make you struggle. Dewey Finn from School of Rock versus Ed from Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, fucking hell. That one's got to be Ed. Can't be
fair enough. This isn't straightforward like you thought, was it? So, shall I make this worse for you?
No.
Matilda versus Woody.
Oh!
It's hard, isn't it? I mean, two iconic characters for you growing up, as you just mentioned. And this wasn't pre-planned, by the way. Like, I did this 2 days ago before recording this. This is actually really entertaining seeing you actually contemplate this decision.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, overall, it's Woody, but I love Matilda.
This is great.
Woody.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Matilda out. Can I just...
I'm doing one for you soon. Make you suffer.
Please do. I love it. So, believe it or not, that's probably not the only struggle you're going to have. So, the next one, Mrs. Doubtfire versus Miss Trunchbull.
Ooh.
Bit of a curveball
there. Yeah. Miss Doubtfire is good. It's not my favourite Robin Williams. And obviously the character's great, but for reasons I mentioned earlier, I think Miss Trunchbull.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Buzz versus Sully.
Are you serious?
I'm being serious. I think I've just slowly tried. You never talked about childhood trauma. I think I'm just like bringing it back now, making this worse for your adult trauma.
Man.
Two iconic characters in our lives, let alone film. Like,
yeah. Bloody love Sully. Absolutely love Sully, man. I like Buzz, obviously. You know what? I'll go Sully. Yep. Done it. Just write it down.
I hope some of our family members watch this and realise what you just said.
I've always been Woody. Sounds weird. I've been Woody more than Buzz.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, whatever you do in your own time.
Yeah.
Wow, so Buzz is out. It's a bit of a weird one, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Gollum versus Shrek.
Shrek, Gollum.
I'm about to fucking kill you.
Say, call me a fat hobbit.
You big fat hobbit.
What that was?
Not losing to a fat octopus.
You gotta do the rest as Gollum now.
I can't. Nah, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't take it too seriously. The last one, sorry, mate. Wallace and Gromit versus Mike Wazowski.
Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah, I'm putting both of them in there. You can't have one without the other. They're a duo. It's like Merry and Pippin.
Yeah, I'd take Wallace and Gromit. Love Mike Wazowski, though, obviously.
Do you know, as kids, I was a massive Sully guy and you was a massive Mike. But I think as we've gotten older, I think the roles are reversed. I love Mike now slightly more than Sully. So that was round one. How are you? Okay?
No.
So next round, Rocky from Chicken Run versus Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit.
Fair enough. I think this might get this slightly easy for you now. That was the worst part. Till later. Cusco from Emperor New Groove versus Gollum.
Gollum.
Eric Carmen versus Sully.
Got the one extreme to the other, man. Gotta be Cartman.
Monsters Inc. is out. I thought you loved them more than Jack. It was one of your 13 10 out of 10 films. You just knocked them off the pedestal.
Yeah, but both together, like, then class. What? This is a knockout thing, so. Oops, sorry.
You're right there. Causing too much trauma. So we have Merry and Pippin versus Miss Trunchbull.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to surprise you.
Phone a friend.
Yeah. I am going to stir the pot with everybody. I'm going to go Miss Trunchbull.
Whoa!
Yeah. I love Merry and Pippin, but they're not my favourite characters in Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I've got like 3 or 4 more than
I would have thought they'd go a bit further than that.
No.
Wow.
But the thing is, they got so many great characters in Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
They'll live. They'll eat breakfast. They'll be fine.
10 seconds. So, Miss Trunchbull's through for that. Hellboy versus Woody. I'm pretty sure I know what the answer for that is.
Yeah, Woody.
Hellboy. Okay. So, Jack Sparrow versus Ed from Shaun of the Dead.
Again, I think for the reasons that he beat Sean, it'd have to be, just for the longevity for the role, be Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow as Edzo. Wow, cool. So back to the top now. Wallace and Gromit versus Sorry for our audio listeners then. That was a bit heavy on the G. I love watching you struggle.
It's tough, man. See, I love Gollum. I remember crying when he died in the film.
I remember. I was there.
Yeah. Then I love Wallace and Gromit so much.
Freaking Clash of the Titans. This is
Yeah.
two characters you love so dearly. You're gonna knock one off.
Yeah. Because you put
weird.
Yeah, it did. Because you've put Wallace and Gromit, because they're the duo. I'd have to pick them.
Wow, so Gollum. you know. Sorry. That's it. No more impressions for Gollum now for you. He's out. Wallace and Gromit through. Eric Carmen versus Miss Trunchbull. Doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, it'd have to be Cartman. That one.
Oh, you know, I thought you were going to pick Miss Trunchbull for a second there.
I do really like Miss Trunchbull, as you can tell.
Yes,
I can just relate to her nowadays. I think.
You know what? How you can relate to her nowadays. You know the bit where she thinks someone's in the house, and then she comes out, and then she stands outside, and then she does that almighty scream. I think that must sum up your day some days.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
That's how you relate to Miss Trunchbull.
Yeah, that's a chuck a bloody little girl out the window.
Just to confirm, we don't condone people throwing the girls out the window.
You're not caught then. No,
within reason. As long as they clear the fence.
Yeah.
So Miss Trunchbull's out. So Eric Carmen's through. So Woody versus Jack Sparrow.
Woody.
Wow. I just realised this was the semi-final. I was meant to have said that, but I just slipped my mind. So Jack Sparrow. What did you pick? Woody. You picked him. I need to cross Woody out. Jack Sparrow. So the final, I'm correct here, for the character child bracket is Wallace and Gromit versus Woody. I mean,
Jesus.
Let's talk about Clash of the Titans. This is just like two iconic characters in your childhood. In fact, no, I would even better one in your life, like in terms of media. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough choice, man. Even I would struggle to pick this one. I just realised, Jack, I messed up here. I've still got Carmen.
Oh really? Carmen's third because Carmen wouldn't be here anyway. But Carmen is third. I'd have to go Woody.
You'd have to go Woody. Wow. I was sure the Wallace and Gromit would have won this.
Did you?
I did. I did. I thought Wallace would have took that one slightly. I think just because of like you said, the 3 short films and then Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Do you know what? I think all the top 3 are winners. I'm just a bit annoyed here because I'm not the greatest person in math, but when I put this tea together, I was like, no, there is one winner at the end of this. I don't know how Eric Carmen's there and he's up against nobody else. So I'm a bit confused.
The semi-finals because he just lost. It's alright. He wouldn't have been third. Yeah.
The first time doing it, I'll get it right next time. So Woody is your winner.
Yep.
So if you had to put your people on the pedestal, so we've got Eric Carmen as third, Wallace Gromit is second, and Woody as your number 1.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty solid. I'm happy with that. I'm just annoyed at the fact that I missed somebody out. I thought it would have come together, but oh well. My first time doing it, people comment and tell me how stupid and how wrong I am. That's fine.
And you'll shout at him and Gollum. Oops.
I'll shout at you and Gollum. Did you enjoy that? A little surprise.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was good. Very stressful. Very, very stressful.
Tough decisions had to be made.
Yeah. But I'm really annoyed at Matilda one. I'm really annoyed. Can't believe it, because she should have gone further.
That's why I put it there. I thought I can't make it easy.
Yeah, bastard.
On a personal, I'll get better at these. But no, if you enjoyed that, let us know if you want to see any more. I would like to do some more because I would like to get one right. Well, hey ho, first time doing it. But I'm glad you enjoyed that. I thought let's just change things up a little bit. Let's put ourselves under a little bit of pressure. Let's get some games on this podcast. Get a little bit and also maybe some trivia in the future. Little trivia games would be great.
Yeah.
Maybe with some consequences. So let us know if you would like to see that. I've really enjoyed talking childhood movies in this. I think we've made some solid picks, reminisced a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Slightly deeper than all I thought.
Yeah,
but hey ho. Let us know if you would like to see any more of that. Let us know what you would like to see in the future, and we'll see you next time in the projection room. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment as well. Thank you for watching.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.